How to do due diligence on a SaaS business. Software as a service is a very popular type of business these days that is very attractive for investors. However, it's a bit different than other types of businesses, so you need to understand some specifics and complexities. Um, we would do due diligence using our general framework of looking at numbers, evaluating the risks, and then looking at opportunities. So when it comes to numbers on a SaaS business, of course, you have the typical metrics of looking at revenue, expenses, and profits. And that is very essential. But besides that, you also have to look at what is the churn rate. How often do people unsubscribe? What is the typical lifetime value of the customer? Also, what are the refunds and chargebacks rate? And how does it compare to the average in the industry or some competitors, if you can find that data? Looking at the trends is also very important. So looking at numbers is not just looking at the profit and revenues when it comes to SaaS business. You have to also look at some internal numbers. Then the next we move on to risks. So one of the main risks in a SaaS business is often with the source of traffic. How do you get customers? If you are using a paid strategy or if you are using some short-term strategies, you have to see and evaluate whether or not they are reliable over a longer term. So first of all, look at the source of how you get customers and if that is scalable. Second of all, look at your average customer cost versus the lifetime value of the customer. Review the industry trends. Is it something that's going up? Is there more and more demand in that kind of service, or is it something that's waning down? Then look at the development updates. How complicated is the software? How much time, effort, money will you have to spend on development here? How often do you need to update and upgrade the software? How complex that is. Also look at the features that you might want to add or you might need to keep updated. For example, if the business uses many APIs and relies on many external sources of data, that is generally more intense in terms of updates because you would have to update APIs every once in a while, maybe every year or two or more frequently. Then after covering the main risks, and also, of course, looking at competitors, what are they doing? What are they developing? Next, we go to opportunities. Again, we start with some of the current customers and what are some current features that you have. And we look at maybe things that are not working. And it's quite often that SaaS businesses, any software business would have some things that are broken. So fixing the broken things when it comes to software might be the easiest way to improve. Then look at some new features you can add, especially something that's been requested by customers before. And the customers on a SaaS business are often very interested in expressing their opinion in terms of what features they want. So it's not very difficult to just ask them and then see what they say, what kind of features they want, and then evaluate that. Also look at the pricing structure. If you are selling a one-time item, can you make it into a subscription? If you are selling a subscription service, can you have some add-ons, some extra services? Or can you add some customized assistance or some more personalized service that would allow you to charge a lot more from your customers? Also look at the opportunities in terms of traffic sources. Are you using paid traffic? Are you using social, organic, search traffic? See if any of those could be improved to grow the traffic substantially with limited resources. And also look at, can you use email newsletters? Can you grow your list? Can you improve your conversion rates? There is often a lot of opportunity to improve conversion rates on a SaaS business. So that's it, briefly covering the due diligence in the SaaS business using our framework of looking at numbers, risks, and opportunities.